What's good, y'all? It's your boy Tony the Savant back again. Let me do the intro. Shout out to my cousin Hawk, that's the ambassador. Shout out to my boy Jeezy, that's the manager. Shout out to y'all, man. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you pull up to the video. If you have not already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, all that good stuff. Definitely gets the engagement, gets the video up into the algorithms, and then it's all good from there. And I just want to thank you all for your support from the bottom of my heart. Let's get into this video real fast, man, because this is my first NFL video. I guess this will be my second one because we did the Lions and the Chiefs from the Thursday Night Football. Y'all forgive me, I'm a little late dropping these videos just because of the schedule. But anyway, we're going to cover this classic old school game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers take the victory 20-17 behind a gutsy performance from one Baker Mayfield. I was very impressed with Baker Mayfield. He gets my player of the game this game. A little something I like to do when I'm evaluating. And yeah, man, it was just a good game, from start to finish. Tampa Bay started off very slow in the first half. Everybody was kind of talking crap on online, saying, old Baker's back again doing what Baker do. I'm a fan of Baker Mayfield, man. I like them in Cleveland. I don't think Baker has had a solid team around him yet. He may get that opportunity with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because they was looking real good Sunday. So let's get into the game. Let's see. Y'all forgive me, man. I got my notes. Y'all know your boy got to keep the notes on deck. Let me get to the Buccaneers and the Vikings. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on the channel. All right, so we got one Baker Mayfield. He went for 21 for 34, 173 yards, 2 touchdowns. Very impressed. For the rushing Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they had Rachaad White, 17 rushes, 39 yards. Baker had 8 rushes for 11 yards. Receiving was solid for the Buccaneers. The guys that stood out to me were the bigger names: Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, the Super Bowl champs. 6 receptions for Mike Evans, 66 yards and a touchdown. Chris Godwin had 5 receptions, 51 yards. This defense, man, 7 remaining players from the Super Bowl team, 4 first-round draft picks comprised the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. They was looking good out there. Levante David led everybody. No, Devin White was the most productive out there in the tackle department. He had 8 tackles. Levante David, another standout, had 6 tackles. Antoine Winfield Jr., I was a huge fan of his dad. He played, I think, 7 seasons for the Vikings. Antoine Winfield Jr. came up big with a sack. Anthony Nelson had a sack, and Christian Ezian, the rookie, his first professional NFL game. He got his first interception as well. So pretty good there. Chris McLaughlin, the kicker, 2 for 2 on field goals. His longest was 57 yards. He accumulated 8 fantasy football points, if you all follow that. Fantasy football for the defense was 1 interception, 2 fumble returns, 2 sacks. They accumulated 8 fantasy football points as well. They were projected to get 7.2, so they outperformed their projection slightly. And like I said, my player of the game, the player that I'm watching for in the near future on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, is Baker Mayfield. Very interested to see what he can do with this Tampa Bay team. Baker has a lot of weight on his shoulders, man. We kind of forget that he's replacing the legend, the GOAT himself, Tom Brady, coming in with a Super Bowl, still a Super Bowl contender, if you ask me. And my question is, will Baker be consistent this season? Like I said, I think he hasn't had a fair shake just yet, but I'm still interested to see if Baker can keep up. More so that second half, if he can keep up that kind of performance, down the stretch. For the Vikings, y'all know I'm a huge fan of Kirk Cousins. Also, this new kid on the block, Justin Jefferson. I mean, not so much new no more. This is his fourth NFL season, excuse me. Also, Jordan Addison, the rookie. He put his name on my radar this week as well. But Kirk Cousins went 33 of 44, 344 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Alexander Mattison rushed for the Vikings 11 times. He accumulated 34 yards. The receivers for, this receiving core for the Minnesota Vikings, they balled out. Justin Jefferson, 9 receptions, 150 yards. He got 100 of those yards in the first half. He was out there balling, man. He was catching everything. Jordan Addison, the new kid on the block, like I said, 4 receptions, 61 yards, a touchdown on a bomb. He caught, I forgot how many. I think it was 20 yards or so. Forgive me, y'all. But he caught a bomb touchdown from Baker Mayfield for his score. And one tight end that I do like a lot, the Minnesota Vikings, TJ Hawkinson, excuse me. He had 8 receptions for 35 yards as well. The defense wasn't very active for the Vikings. For the most part, Baker was clean. They had 1 sack from Daniel Hunter. For the fantasy, Minnesota Vikings, their defense allowed 20 points, 1 sack. And they got 3 points. They were projected to get 3.1 points, so they was right on par with projections. My players to watch for the Minnesota Vikings is going to be that defense, man. I think the offense is solid. Kirk Cousins knock off some of this early season rust. I think Madison is going to be a huge cog in their system. Of course, the receiving core is one of the best in the league. We can argue that Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison will be the best wide receiver duo in the next upcoming years. You see how that unfolds. And like I say, this Minnesota Vikings defense, man, they got some stops, a few 3 and outs, but for the most part, Tampa Bay was just doing whatever they wanted, and especially more so in the second half. Like I said, in the first half, Baker struggled, but that was more so on him. I think the first game of the season, everybody's knocking off the rust. So, yeah, man, that's just my take on that. Let me see. Look at my notes, my final notes. Justin Jefferson was balling. That's a fact. The Minnesota Vikings had a very bad exchange from center to quarterback in the first quarter. Just kind of, shook up their offense. Got him off to a slower start. Baker Mayfield was strong, like I said. Got off to a slow start, finished very strong. Impressed with him. Bucs defense was busy out there. Like I said, I think they had what we say about the Bucs defense? 1 interception, 2 fumble returns, 2 sacks. Very busy afternoon for them. Something that impressed me was Baker Mayfield's opening up the second half with a 16-play, 75-yard, touchdown drive. He had Trey Palmer for a touchdown, 20-yard touchdown. In the fourth quarter, Baker had a pretty much, you could say, game-winning drive, 10 plays, 38 yards. Ended with a Chris McLaughlin field goal, but that ended up being the game-winning points as well. So, what else? Baker Mayfield was on a personal 9-game road losing streak. He snapped that with this victory. Very gutsy performance again. Had a 28-yard touchdown to Mike Evans, I think in the first quarter, or second quarter, excuse me. Baker, we said that. Kirk Cousins, a little fact about my boy, man. He's 0-9. When he has 3 or more turnovers in the game, I believe he had 2 fumbles and interception. My play of the game, It was, and this is the game. This was a play that just kind of validates why I'm a Baker Mayfield fan. But it was a 3rd and 2 in the fourth quarter, I believe. Can't remember about how much time was on the clock. But Baker scrambles for that first down. The Vikings, they try to stop him, kind of ring him around the shoulders, but just gutsy, man, to get the play out. Turned on the Jets for the play. Very impressed. Like I say, the Baker Mayfield was just, he looked like just one of those quarterbacks that the team doesn't mind following. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Baker, in his interview, said they finished the right way. I love it. The play that iced the game was that it's in the fourth quarter again, 3rd and 10. Baker Mayfield hits Chris Godwin on the out route. Beautiful play to ice the game, like I said. And again, Baker has a lot of weight on his shoulders. He's replacing Tom Brady, leading a team that just won the Super Bowl not too long ago, a couple seasons ago. And Baker Mayfield has been on 3 teams in the last 2 years, guys. So, it's a lot of weight on his shoulders, personally, like I said. I'll just try to reiterate it. I really feel like Baker Mayfield is on watch this season. He may just have a breakout season. Let's keep him on the radar. I think he's looking to make Tampa Bay more of a home, instead of all this bouncing around he's been doing. Me personally, I hope it all works out for Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Bucks. If Baker can pull it all together, get some consistency going on this season, I don't see why the Buccaneers can't be in the conversation for a Super Bowl. I mean, definitely, defense is there, their offense is solid, and they just need that valiant leader. So we are 1-0 in the Baker Mayfield era of Tampa Bay. And next week, I believe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get the Bears. I think the Vikings got the Eagles. Don't quote me. I'll do some prediction videos on that one. Doing a lot of work. We working hard. So that's just my recap of this game. Very, very good game. Very classic, old school type game. Shout out to Baker Mayfield again, the player of the game for me. That's all I got for y'all, man. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on this channel. Please have a good to great day. Do what you got to do out here, man. Get a goal accomplished. And y'all are bosses. I'm the guy that loves to work. Let me get back to work. Peace.